One of the biggest problems regarding social issues in color film was a lack of diversity that was intended for the invention. When color film first developed, it could not capture people with a darker skin tone, as it was designed to capture the complexion of people with a white skin tone. The Shirley cards became the infamous name that was used when people would talk about the color reference cards, because when color film was first invented, they used the complexion of a white girl named Shirley as a reference to what kind of skin tone the camera exposure could focus on, which ended up becoming a problem whenever the camera needed to focus on people with color, since the exposure was set to a higher reflectivity. This problem was not only a social issue, but also a cultural issue as well.
Cultural issues are highly connected with social issues. The main problem with the early color film was the lack of accurate skin tones representations. In early color films, technology wasn't advanced enough to accurately capture all skin tones, portraying many people of color with distorted, caricatured, or exaggerated skin tones. What led to this would be that the accuracy of skin tone in the film was based on typical white women, which wears colorful dresses. This means the early color film was made to aim at the white people's market and could not properly show other skin colors. This problem wasn't solved until a chocolate factor pointed out that they couldn't show the difference between milk chocolate and the dark chocolate. For economic issues, at the early stage of color film, not many filmmaking companies are willing to produce color films. This is because Technicolor, the company that owns the technology for color film, dominates the market, and they control the regulations for companies that want to make a color film. This makes the production of color film very hard, and it also comes with increased costs and a little increase in return. Only the films that have high budgets can afford it, and smaller or independent filmmakers won't be able to afford it. In addition, smaller or independent filmmakers have a disadvantage in terms of distribution and exposure to the public.
A big political issue that arose regarding color film was in the 1930s and the early 1940s, when the Soviet Union attempted to acquire the technology of color film. In November of 1935, Joseph Stalin made a speech at the first All-Union Congress of Stakhanovets that drew attention to his personal interest. Color film was treated as an ideological weapon which would display the Soviet Union's capability to compete with Europe and North America in terms of technological progress.